Okay, so if you guys, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, if you guys will mute yourselves, because we get a lot of feedback and it's gonna mess up the recording, and you're gonna be in the recording as the speaker, and I promise you don't want that. So if you guys can make sure that you mute yourselves, I promise you that you're giving off more noise than you think you are. So, okay, I'm gonna actually change this to speaker view. Oh, yep, see, I see someone right there. Hold up. Let me see if I can mute everybody. It's not letting me. I think that's you, Ariel. Can you mute yourself? There's some, do you guys see speaker, or is it just me that sees the main speaker? No? Am I shown as the speaker on your guys' end? Okay, then we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the time over to Ashley now, and she's gonna kick it off, and seriously, we're gonna try and bust through this while giving you as much information as possible. Write down your questions, ready, go.
Hey, okay, so first of all, we are gonna start with the very basics of what it takes to be a coach. So that if you listen to this part and you're like, I don't really wanna do that, then you don't need to waste your time and you don't need to finish watching the rest of this recording, okay? So we have 4 things that we do every single day as coaches. They're what we refer to as our 4 vital behaviors. You do these 4 things every day. You will have a very successful business, but you will also have a incredibly fulfilled, you'll feel fulfilled because these things make you a better person. And I move all the things when I get excited. So I'm going to try and sit still. Okay. And I'm going to go in a different order than I typically do because sometimes it gets a little confusing. So we're going to start number 1, and I'm going to say they're all my favorite, but one of my absolute favorites is personal development. In this world, we are unfortunately trained to have very mean voices in our heads. And personal development is all about making you feel like you are absolutely amazing. Like you can accomplish anything in this world that you set your mind to. That you beat down those mean inner voices so that you feel like a fulfilled, accomplished, happy, radiant, joyful, balanced person. We do personal development is not like reading a boring book that you're like, okay, 10 minutes and I'm done. This is all about reading areas that are specific to you, things that you struggle with. If you are someone who really is struggling with organization, you reading a book about leadership for personal development wouldn't make a lot of sense. It's called personal development for a reason. So every single day as coaches, we work on bettering our brains because you need the inside to match the outside. So number 1 thing you have to do every day is personal development, okay? Number 2, we recognize, I said it. I'm just going to say I love all of them. We recognize each other. We recognize our coaches underneath us. We recognize our coaches above us. We recognize our challengers. Beachbody recognizes us. So this comes in multiple different ways. You look for the good in people. You look for someone in your team who has an amazing transformation. You look for someone in your team who has changed a lot of lives, who is inspiring you to show up. You look for someone who has had an incredible transformation. And you look for the good in them and recognize others, okay? That's one way that we recognize. Beachbody also recognizes us. They send us gifts for helping change lives every month. They take us on a trip every year. This year we went to Cancun, and in the spring we are going to the Bahamas on a cruise, and it was like life-changing. It was the nicest resort I've ever been to in my whole life. We stayed at a 5-star Hard Rock, all-inclusive resort. It was absolutely phenomenal. And for this, my dog brought me a toy. For the Bahamas cruise, they're literally renting out the entire cruise ship. And it's just coaches going and relaxing. It's not like it's hey, we're going to trick you and say we're going on a trip and really we're going to make you do 10,000 hours of training. It's you plus 1. So you get to bring your spouse, a sister, a best friend, a sibling, whatever, you plus 1. And the trip is, you earn it. It's free. So plus we just got back from Summit. I'm sure a lot of you saw us there. And they recognize the heck out of us for multiple different accomplishments, for rank, for the number of lives that we're changing consistently, for how we're developing as leaders, all sorts of different areas. They have you walk across the stage. Your name is on multiple banners. They have lots of gifts. They literally gave out like gold medals. So when it comes to recognition, like Beachbody absolutely crushes it. So second thing you need to do every single day, you need to look for the good in others around you, in your challengers, in your coaches, in the people in your downline, your sister line, your upline, whatever. You're looking for the good in other people. Okay. That's number 2. Number 3, you need to, and this is the one that's going to make people like, oh, I don't want to do that. You need to connect, share, and invite. The number one way that we do what we do, which I'll get into this in a second, is on social media. And in order for you to do that, nobody wants to follow a billboard. If somebody wanted to buy Beachbody stuff off of an infomercial, they would. So your job is not to sell Beachbody. Your job is to sell you. And in order to do that, you have to share who you are so that people are magnetized to you, so that people feel a desire to want to know what's going on in your life, to want to see what you're doing, to want to see what is happening. And that comes when you share more than just Beachbody. Today, prior to your decision to becoming a coach, you are a person with interests and hobbies and a story that is outside of Beachbody. And just because you sign up to be a coach doesn't mean that all of a sudden you turn into a walking, talking billboard who can't shut up about, if it doesn't involve Beachbody, they don't know how to talk. We are not like that. So it is very important that you still are a normal person who is very capable of normal conversation and normal posting about your family and your hobbies. And as you do those things and share how your life is transforming as a result of being on your journey, that is what attracts people to you. So, but it's very important that being real and vulnerable and sharing what makes you, it's very important that piece comes first. So it's really, really important that you are connecting with people and you're trying to let people in so they get to know you. That's number 3. Okay. And number 4, they're all my favorite. They're all my favorite. And I'm actually busting through these a lot faster than I thought I was going to. I'm proud of me. Number 4, and this is typically the one I start with first, because if we were going to pick one that's the most important, I would start with this one. Product of the product. This means that you bleed Beachbody blue, and that you drink the Kool-Aid, and that you are doing what you're encouraging other people to do. So when you're a product of the product, you're using Beachbody's workouts. Does that mean that you're never allowed to go running or hiking or biking or swimming or mountain climbing? No, it does not. Does that mean you're never allowed to go to the gym? No, it does not. That just means that you are using the Beachbody workouts. And there's a lot of programs, Lift 4, one of the new ones coming out, we'll be talking about that later, that is only 4 days a week. So it's perfectly built in. If you want to go to Zumba, or you want to go to a hot yoga or hot Pilates or mountain biking, whatever, it's built in so that there's rest days that you can do those things that you enjoy outside of the gym. Okay. And there's lots of workouts that are included in Beachbody On Demand. It's like our Netflix of workouts. You get over 900 workouts. There are tons of workouts in there that have no equipment needed. So if you don't want to go to the gym or you don't have a lot of equipment, there are tons of programs that you can do that don't use any equipment. There are programs that range anywhere from 10 minutes to 90 minutes. There are programs that are working out on a naval ship with the military, that they're only 22 minutes long, and I can guarantee you're going to feel your heart rate in your toes because you're going to feel like you're going to die. And there is Zumba style dancing. There is hip hop dancing, where you learn dances to like Missy Elliott and Black Eyed Peas. And then you learn like a full 45-second routine in a 30-minute span. You learn an actual dance. There's workouts where you do kickboxing. There's workouts where you do HIIT style, where it's 18 minutes, but you go really, really, really hard, and it's really intense, but it's very short. There's workouts that are longer that use weights. There is seriously Pilates, yoga. I didn't even touch on agility. I listed like 8 of our programs, and there's 60. There is a massive library of workouts, and you get access to all of those. We also drink Shakeology every day. Jaylyn is our doctor, who is amazing at talking about why Shakeology is amazing. But it it is not just a protein shake, and it's not just a meal replacement shake. It has superfoods in it like goji and acai and schisandra and things that are not in your typical everyday diet that help with your energy. I was that mom when I signed up who had an 18-month-old and was napping every day when she napped because I was so tired I couldn't function. And I was getting plenty of sleep at night, but just couldn't seem to make it through the day. And Shakeology totally fixed that for me. I don't need naps now unless I miss out on sleep in the middle of the night, which I have a 9-month-old, so sometimes that happens. But it helps with your energy. It helps with your skin and your nails and having an overall better vibrance. And I don't know about you, but sometimes in life I get a little stressed. That's just the life of being a mom and a wife and having a mortgage and life. And when your body is stressed, it doesn't understand if you are stressed because your baby didn't sleep last night and you think they're cutting a tooth, or if you're running from a bear. And if you're running from a bear, your body is going to hold on to everything inside you because it thinks it needs to protect you because you're in imminent danger. And so you're not going to lose weight because your body is holding on to everything because you're stressed. Because your body's releasing tons of cortisol. There is ingredients in Shakeology called adaptogenic herbs that help your body do exactly that, adapt, so that your body doesn't get so freaked out by the typical everyday stress that we have, and you can still lose weight even when you are experiencing stress. Helps balance hormones. I had a miscarriage and my body bounced right back to a 28-day cycle after my miscarriage. My doctor was shocked because it totally helped with my hormones. I could go on and on about Shakeology, but I'm going to stop right there. It's amazing. It comes in 9 different flavors. So we drink Shakeology. We drink the Performance line. This is like a pre-workout, post-workout, and there's a during. So let's back up. Pre-workout. A lot of us call it like Mama Go-Go juice, unicorn crack, unicorn juice. It's a pre-workout that makes you see sounds, and it is wonderful. And it is made from completely natural ingredients. It tastes phenomenal, and it gives you an extra oomph in your workout so that you can push harder and you burn more calories. So we drink the pre-workout. There is a workout, it's called Hydrate. You drink it during your workout. It's kind of like Gatorade, but it doesn't have all the sugar and artificial crap in it. But it helps give your body electrolytes so that you don't get dehydrated from how much you're sweating and the exertion that you're putting out during your workout. We also have Recover that has BCAAs in it. Stands for branched chain amino acids. This is a protein shake we drink after our workouts that helps reduce muscle soreness and reduces the lactic acid buildup in your muscles so that you're not so sore tomorrow that you can't walk. And Recover comes in multiple flavors. That's the Performance line. Then I'm going to do these ones, Super Reader's Digest version. We also have a 3-day super gentle cleanse that reduces bloating and reduces cravings. And as a side effect, you lose weight. But the purpose of the cleanse is to reduce cravings and reduce bloat. So it's great for like right before a wedding, right before like a high school reunion, things like that. We have a 21-day cleanse. That's the same thing as a 3-day one. It's just a little bit more in-depth version. We have boosts that you add to your Shakeology that help with, there's one that helps with focus. There's one that helps up your digestion, which I didn't even talk about that. Shakeology is amazing at helping with your digestion. A lot of us on this team have been pregnant while we were coaches, and I can tell you Shakeology makes a difference. It keeping that train running smooth while you're pregnant. I just went there. But it really, really, really does make a difference with your digestion. There's a boost that helps with that too, that you can have. And there's one more boost. There's a greens that gives you like an extra serving of veggies that you can have. So that's our boost line. And then I think that was everything. Is that all the products? I think that's all. And then our nutrition plans. I didn't even talk about our nutrition plans. We have 2 nutrition plans. One of them is brand new. It is freaking phenomenal. That is all about, I'm a little biased towards one because I struggle with, anyway. It's more for people who have emotional eating and who struggle with the idea of being perfect. And because I wasn't perfect, now I should just eat everything in my pantry because I wasn't perfect. And why should I even try? That's me. And this nutrition plan is completely geared towards that it completely changes your mindset and your relationship with food, that there is no such thing as off limits. There is no such thing as good food and bad food. You understand why certain foods make you feel certain ways, but you eat whatever you want, and you just pay attention to how your body feels. And it's been life-changing. A lot of us on this team have lost more than 10 pounds. I'm at almost 15 since it came out last month. And then there's another nutrition plan that's for people who are a little bit more structured. It gives you a guideline of how many servings of fruits, vegetables, proteins, carbohydrates, and healthy fats you should have each day, but it's fully customizable. So if there's certain foods you don't like, if you would rather die than eat broccoli, guess what? You don't eat broccoli, because it has a big list of vegetables that you eat, and you just choose the ones you want to eat. So we have 2 different nutrition plans, and that was all our products word vomited at you. So the 4th vital behavior, just to sum that one back up again, is being a product of the product. It is very, very important that as coaches, we work out, we drink Shakeology, because if you're not drinking Shakeology, why would you be able to encourage other people to do it? So we work out, we drink Shakeology, and we follow one of the Beachbody meal plans, either the containers or the new one that came out called To Be Mindset. And then we add in the performance line to help us get more results out of our workouts and those extra cleanses and boosts. And I didn't even talk about the bars. We have these amazing protein bars that I literally have to have on my top shelf because my child will eat like 4 of them a day. We also have a protein shake, meal replacement, vitamin, amazing baby version of Shakeology called Daily Sunshine. That's for kids, but it's a little bit lower in vitamins. So it's pediatrician recommended, and it's dairy free, gluten free, soy free. I think there's one more. And that one comes in 2 flavors. So we have a huge variety of products that we have available to use. Like I said, we have 60 workouts, 60 workout programs, over 900 individual workouts, plus all these different supplements. And our last vital, like I said, is to be a product of the product, to show how we utilize them in our life so that we naturally become a walking billboard rather than trying to make people say, hey, you should drink this. We just say, I drink it. It makes me feel amazing. It becomes a lot easier to talk about it when you are actually doing it. So that's product of the product. Jaylin is going to talk about some of the common objections and fears that we hear from people who are thinking about coaching, but they're a little bit nervous.
Okay, you guys, this is something I think that holds a lot of people back in coaching. I know it did for me. I watched my coach for 18 months, and right now, trust me, I want to kick myself. I don't know what I was doing. And a lot of it was fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, fear of being a salesman, fear of being, a person that joins an MLM. So we're going to talk about those. Okay. So one I hear the most is this an MLM? It's totally a scam. No, you guys, it's not a scam. And yes, it is an MLM. The structure of an MLM is not bad. It's actually a very, very solid compensation plan. MLMs are. It's the people that make it icky. Okay. So there are certain people, we all know people, I think probably in every MLM company out there, there's really awesome people and there's really sucky people. It's not the MLM, it's the people. Okay. We will never, ever, ever tell you to cold message your entire friends list. And if you do that, I will die for you. It is not okay. Okay. So we aren't cold message spam robots. We don't do that because let's be honest, especially in what we offer, how do you cold message someone that? Hey, so I noticed you're a little chubby. Would you like to lose weight? It's not going to work, okay? We aren't even about just the physical. So it does not work to cold message people. We would never encourage that. We do teach you how you can invite, but it's to people who are connecting and relating and basically are saying they're interested. We don't ever just say, hey, spam message, okay? So you can relax a little bit. You don't ever cold message, okay? So understand that the compensation is solid. And if you don't believe it, go look at the income progressions, okay? You can make this as incredibly big as you want or as incredibly small as you want. And it all depends on you, okay? So the income is there. The potential is insane. It's all up to you to make that happen. But no, it's not icky and gross. In fact, my coach never even reached out to me, not once. I saw all of her stuff, but you know what? I didn't like or comment because I didn't want her to message me. And you guys, she never did. And I reached out to her after I was like, okay, clearly this is changing her life and I need me some of that. The next one I get is, I really need to just focus on me right now, and I need to lose all of my weight and get to my goal weight first. Because no one's going to want to buy from me because I'm not fit, I'm not skinny, whatever the reason is. I'm pregnant, you guys. I'm 31 weeks pregnant. Okay. We have had, I think all of my leaders have been pregnant at one point during their coaching journey now. I think we had like 11 babies last year. So it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Pregnant, if you have health issues, if you are overweight, if you're underweight, it doesn't matter. And the reason for that is, how many of us, I seriously want you guys to raise your hands. How many of you have seen a before and after picture and thought, I could never do that? Okay. Do you know why you think you could never do that? Because you didn't see the journey. You didn't see the process. You saw a picture. So if you have that mentality of, I got to wait to get to my goal weight, you just lost all of those people that thought the very same thought you just did. I could never do that. But when they see you from the start to your goal or on the journey or whatever, it shows them how doable it is for them. Okay. And what I love is, this is not a fad, you guys. We've been doing this I've been coaching about 3.5 years. A lot of leaders have been about 3 years now. This is a lifestyle. We're going to be pregnant. We're going to have health issues. We're going to have life catastrophes. And we're still here because this is a lifestyle. Okay. This is not a one and done shop. That's not life. If we only had to lose weight once and get to our goal weight, no one would ever have to do anything. That's not life. This is something we do for life. And that is also why I coach, because I need this for life, you guys. Okay. So, I need the accountability. I need this to be a part of my life. And if I walked away from that, it wouldn't be there. And I can tell you, I've seen people do that. I've seen customers do that. They stop following, they stop whatever, even coaches. And guess what? They come back. Okay, I need this. I need this in my life, because it keeps you focused on the lifestyle. And it's so much easier with a community. So no matter where you are in your journey, you will relate to people who have your same struggles. So like Ashley was talking about with 2B Mindset, hers a lot is the eating. She's like, I binged. That was something I struggled with my whole life. A lot of like depression. She talks a ton about how exercise is what got her off of medication. She attracts those people with the same struggles. I attract the same people as me, okay? The moms who felt lonely, the moms who have a hard time losing weight after babies, okay? So this is like, you attract who you are and where you're at. And that's the beauty of coaching, is my people won't just go to anybody. They're attracted to me, and that's how it will be for you, okay? Okay, I really suck at selling. You guys, so do I. Like, I am not a salesman like everybody thinks, but like Ashley said, our job is to sell us and what has helped us. We are not here to sell a product. A product doesn't change someone's life. It's the culture, it's the community, it's what we offer to help them, okay? Because how many of you guys have seen all the weight loss shakes at Walmart? Why is everybody not skinny when they could just buy the product at Walmart? Right? A, the product's crap. B, because a product doesn't change someone's life. And that's why Beachbody created the coaching opportunity. It's been a coaching opportunity for about 10 years now. The company's been around for almost 20. And it was infomercials before that. And they realized a huge part was missing, and that was the accountability of having a coach. Okay. So how it came about was back in the day when Facebook wasn't even a thing, or was just starting. They had forums, and they found that the customers who had bought on infomercials, P90X and Insanity and TurboFire and all of those things, were actually coaching these new people who had purchased the programs and didn't know how to get through it. And they were like, holy crap, this is the piece that has been missing. So they created the coaching opportunity. Okay, so what we do as coaches is what makes the difference between us selling a product and changing people's lives. Okay, so those are the common fears. If you have more, post them in the comments, the chat section, and we'll get to that for the Q&A. Okay, those are the most common ones. Okay, so now we're going to talk about something. I'm going off script a little bit. I want to talk about happiness. Okay, we've talked about the community a little bit. You guys, you are what you surround yourself with. And if you look at your life right now, I can guarantee you're like the 5 people you spend your most time with. And if that's negative, and if it's bitter and victim mentality and woe is me and life sucks and I'll never get out of this situation, that's why you're there. You're surrounding yourself with crappy people. Okay, and sometimes those people are people we're married to, and sometimes they're our parents and our siblings, but that doesn't mean we can't create a new inner circle. Okay, and that's what coaching has done. I was not someone I'd want to be around 3.5 years ago. Like, I would have avoided myself. In fact, there were times I was like, I don't even like myself. Like, can I run away from my own self? Like, is that even possible to get away from your own brain? No, you guys, but that's what coaching does. And we had a keynote speaker last week at our big, huge coach convention, Sean Acor. He wrote a book called The Happiness Advantage. He's like legit scientist dude, but he actually was so entertaining. And he talked all about happiness and how when you surround yourself with positive people, you're more likely to succeed. And it dawned on me, you guys, we have a kick-ass team, okay? I'm sorry if you have children around. I totally just swore. I should have warned you. I don't usually swear unless I'm like trying to really make a point, okay? We really do. Like, my coach has been a top 10 coach. She's a double superstar, which means absolutely nothing to you guys, but it means that, like, she is very, very, very successful in this business. And then our team, under my umbrella, we're a 10-star team. There was only 6 other teams that advanced that rank in the last year. And a lot of these leaders you see on here are why we are that 10-star team. And then I have Ashley on here, who's in 4-star qualification starting Thursday, which is another huge advancement, okay? And it dawned on me, like, we have success on our team because of the success on our team, the happiness. So what you surround yourself with, you're most likely to achieve. So this is not just like a, hey, coaching is awesome, we have no freaking clue what we're doing. This is, coaching is awesome, and the path to success has been paved if you freaking follow it. So that's what I love, is that it's all linked back to happiness. And he talked about how it's actually happiness that creates success. You don't get success and then become happy, or else everybody would be happy whenever they got a promotion, or whenever they got a new job, or whenever, whatever. That's not the case. Happiness creates more success. And it's the best thing ever to have the community that we have. And that is not something I've ever seen in any other job. My husband's a police officer. You want to tell me about his community right now? It is not happiness, okay? They don't deal with happy people. And so for us, someone broke a dish. For us, it's a very, very stark difference. And you look at the success of the negative, nasty, bitter people and our community, and they're very, very, very opposite in how their lives are going, okay? So that is my little tidbit on happiness. If you want happiness, coaching is your answer. And that sounds so fluffy and unicorny, but I'm not joking. I'm not the same person. It's changed our lives in every single way. And it starts with internal growth, which is why I love this. Okay, that was my little rant. Okay, now, you are going, Ashley, you're going to talk about how we do what we do.
Yes, I am. Okay, and for real, I just want to like mic drop everything Jaylyn just said. Sometimes I wish, except I'm grateful you guys can't. Jaylyn and I knew each other prior to coaching, and sometimes I wish you could see what we were like a couple years ago, because I promise we were not like this. Okay, so we're going to talk about how we do what we do. So number one, for the most part, everything we do is completely on social media. If you are someone who would prefer to do things in person, you are more than welcome to, but we are primarily run on social media because you can have a much bigger impact in a much smaller window of time, so that this can be part-time hours, full-time income, because of the ease that we have with doing everything on social media. Rather than having to drive to meet with people, you can have lots of conversations very easily, and you can schedule everything on your own around your life. So we do primarily everything online. We teach you how to expand your network. So if you are someone who you're like, well, I only have like 7 friends on Facebook, we teach you how to expand your network, and not to be like, add all the people and all the friends and all the weirdos. We teach you how to find your tribe. Like Jaylin said, she attracts people who are like rock stars at putting on makeup and have, and like she said, that they're those lonely moms. She has a very specific niche, whatever, that she's going for. And mine is different. And we teach you how to do that. We teach you how to find people like you, so that you are, that's part of what makes this so happy, is you're not just finding random people, you're finding people that are like you, people that you want to interact with and that you want to spend your time with. So we teach you how to expand your network. We use social media, and that's where we run all of our accountability and support groups. As a new coach coming into our team, you are more than welcome to run groups with us as your uplines. You're not required to. If you want to start your own group from the beginning, you can, because you're the CEO of your business and you get to run it the way you want to. But we do highly encourage that you tap into the resources that we have on our team. Like Jaylin said, she is one of only 126 or something like that coaches out of 400,000+ that achieved a certain rank last year. And that's on top of the rank she achieved that only 6 achieved last year. So like Jaylin knows what she's doing. And Jaylin's coach, like she said, she has achieved a rank that she was the 7th person in the company out of 400,000, the 7th ever to accomplish it, not just in the year, 7th ever. We know what we're doing, and we let you in our groups so that we can teach you what we're doing, so that you can branch off and do your own thing when you're ready, but you're not starting and feel like you're drowning. So all of our stuff is online. You're able to tap into all the resources we have. We have message threads. We give you all that stuff so we can totally teach you everything. We do not run our groups, just in case you were curious about this, we do not run our groups by adding everyone you know to a group. We run groups that the only way you get into a group is if you paid to be in a group. That's it. So people are pissed if they don't get added to the group because they paid to be added to it. So you never deal with that awkward, like, why do people keep adding me to groups? We don't do that. We do not add people to groups. We do all of our advertising on your regular social media wall. You don't do advertising like adding people to a group they didn't ask to be added to and then advertising in there. That's not how we do that. And then one of my, I'm just going to keep saying my favorite things. I just obviously really like coaching. We get to do this on our own time, and you get to do this the way you want to do it, because you're the CEO of your own business. I am not a morning person at all, but I really, really like to start off my day without my 2 cute children. I like to start off my day by myself and get in some solid me time without hearing, mom, 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 mom. So I wake up and do a miracle morning every day. And it's not my favorite thing when my alarm goes off, but I always have a better day. My husband can tell within minutes of walking in the door if I didn't have a miracle morning or not, because I'm not the same mom if I don't have a miracle morning, if I don't start my day off that way. And my day is structured around how productive I am in the morning, and then working in pockets of time while my kids are napping. That's not how Jaylin does it. Jaylin's not a morning person. She's a night owl. So she has a much more leisurely, relaxed morning and still works in pockets of time around her kids, but her schedule is completely different from mine. And Micah, who's Jaylin's coach, is completely different from both of us. That's the beauty of how this works, is you get to do it the way you want to do it. So if you are not a morning person, if you're not a night owl person, if your kids don't take naps, if you don't have kids at home, if you don't even have kids yet, if you work full time, if you whatever, this is all about doing it the way that works for you, that fits into your life. And it does not take a lot of time. One of the main things that we are very passionate about teaching you is how to get in and benefit and change others' lives in a small period of time that you're working, and then move on and get on with your day. Because Beachbody is not supposed to be your life. It's supposed to help give you a life. And we do not want to hear that you're working 7 to 8 hours a day on your coaching business. That is not our goal. In the average day, Jaylin and I at the rank we're at work an average of 2 to 3 hours a day, and that is it. So if you are working more than that, you are going to have a very large income, or you're not working as intentionally as you could be. And we're very, very hands-on with teaching you how to be as intentional as possible so that you can do what we need to do as coaches to be successful and to have a positive impact and to bring in that income and to get the results we're wanting and to have that positive mindset growth, but still have time with your family and not have this take over your whole life. So that's how we do what we do. Jaylin is going to talk about how freaking amazing our product launches are and why now is like the hot time to get in.
Okay, so we're going to talk about why to start now and like how we earn and how to get started. Okay, we're going to this is like the facts part of it, like mega facts part of it. So it shouldn't take too long. First, why to start now? If you've not heard, I'm sure you've heard if you've got a coach who put you on here, about Lift 4. It's the new workout program that's Lift and a HIIT workout combined 4 days a week. Ashley talked about this a little bit, to provide a real lifestyle. They want you to be able to do other things. And they found that people who like running or hiking or biking or other things were getting overwhelmed and discouraged when they would miss a workout, and they were doubling up on things, and it was just burning people out. And that's not what Joel, the trainer, is all about. He's like, I don't live that way. And exercise is not supposed to burn you out. It's supposed to enhance your life. And so that's what this whole program is designed on. It launches next month in like 2.5 weeks. Okay. But the awesome thing is right now they have a pre-launch, which you can purchase the program ahead of time. And they actually have 4 bonus workouts that you immediately get access to right now. Okay. They have a free workout that people can try. They don't have to pay a thing. You can send them a link and they can try the workout for free so they can see what it's like. They purchase a kit, they get those bonus workouts, and then on July 16th, they will have access to this program. It doesn't come out to everybody on regular on demand until October. So this is like what they call VIP early access. These people are getting it before everybody else does. And then in October, everybody who has on demand will automatically get it, but they're going to get it 3 months after everybody else, and everybody's already going to have results and have already finished the program. So when you get on launches, they are huge for your business. We just had 2B in May, and it was the biggest month I've ever had as a coach. I earned almost $13,000 just last month from that launch. And so launches are huge, and this is your chance to join as a coach right when a launch is happening. Okay, so launches are something that really push your business forward. And the awesome thing too is they're now going to these coach exclusive test groups with the trainer of the program that's being released. So with Joel for Lift 4, anybody who signs up as a coach, they can sign up just as what we call a discount coach, meaning they don't want to work the business, but they want discounts on the products. They get access to this group as well as you. And you'll be in this group with Joel. And when we say that, we mean he's like running the group, you guys. He's in there, he's interacting, he's going live. This is not like we say he's in there and he like says hi, or corporate puts a post in that says he is in there. Like he legit is in the group. And that's something that is a huge value because you're getting the designer of the program in the group. He's going to go into more depth than you would get just turning him on your computer screen to do the workout. Okay. So this gives you a huge opportunity, not only for yourself, but for people getting on board. That is happening legit right now. Okay, we have more launches happening in end of October. We have another launch in January. So like we have all these launches. So Shift Shop they're relaunching Shift Shop with Chris Downing. You guys, I had my best results with Shift Shop. That's like my love. I love Shift Shop. So I'm excited for that. They have new workouts that they're adding. And then in January, so they'll do the same thing for Shift Shop as they're doing right now for Lift 4. Then in January, they have a new Shaun T program. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever done Shaun T, but he is so freaking awesome. He's like a personal development, but while you're like working out. He talks the whole time. I don't know how he does it. And he's working out as he's doing it. So that's called Transform 20-minute workouts, you guys. Okay, so we cover the gamut of everything. People who want long programs, people who want short programs, launches our life, okay? So that is a huge reason you need to start now, because I promise you, I am so mad I watched my coach for 18 months, because guess what came out in that time? 21 Day Fix. 21 Day Fix was the biggest launch they had to date. 2B Mindset has surpassed that. 80 Day Obsession surpassed that. So like the business is getting bigger, you guys, and the longer you wait, the more I promise you will kick yourself. The other reason to start now is that we have a 2-week training that we literally like put you in our coach page, give you access to the trainings. You can start now, okay? No waiting for 2 weeks for some training to come. Like we have that accessible to you right now. It's self-paced. You could bang it out in like a couple days, or you could do one per day. It's all up to you. It is designed to give you all of the basics of how to work the business, do this every single day, and you will be successful. And it really is that simple. We overcomplicate the crap out of it, but it really is very simple. Like Ashley talked about, you do the 4 vitals every day. You do what we call as a power hour. We teach you all about that in that training. And that power hour is the intense, focused work time that Ashley was talking about, where you do the activities that will grow your business. And this is where you're posting. You guys, you're doing that anyway, okay? This is where you're posting. This is where you're connecting with people as a genuine human being. My coach calls it drops of awesome, okay? You're connecting with people to be a human being, to be kind, to have relationships. And like I said in the comments, I don't know if you guys saw, when Ashley was talking, like, I have friends who have never been coaches or customers, and I never would have met them if it weren't for this business. And I freaking love that. Like, I feel like I have a community behind me that I never had before. So you're going to be connecting with people, not with the intention to sell them, but to be a good human being, okay? So that's going to have you doing the connections, and that's how you'll do all the daily activities that will move your business forward. So the training, accessible now to get you ready to be going on the Lift 4 launch. Do not miss that boat. Do not miss that train. Do not wait 2 weeks, because then that train has like already started and you've missed a lot of people. And don't underestimate the power you have of your connections that you already have. We all have friends and family right now, okay? And I guarantee you they would rather buy from you than some random coach they've never met before. So you wait, they will go to someone else. Okay, how you earn. This is like where it's kind of Chinese, so we're gonna keep it very simple. And as you do the trainings and stuff, it'll get more in depth and we explain everything, okay? But just so you kind of understand the basics, you get 25% discount as a coach. So on all products, we get 25% off. You also get 25% commission. As a coach who sells challenge packs, which we'll talk about that in a second, you may have already bought one from your coach. That's basically, they put everything in a bundle and give you a huge discount so that you have all the tools you need, nutrition, Shakeology, or Performance Line, or both, and workouts all in one for a discounted price. You actually make, I think it's like 33%, not 25. So you actually make more on challenge packs than you do just regular products. And that's where the bulk of your money is going to come as you first start. 25% of $170, $160 challenge pack is $50, you guys. It doesn't take selling a shiz ton of crap to make a decent income, okay? So when I started, I legit had no money. I hear this all the time, but I don't have money. I called my mom. I said, Mom, I really want to do this. This is something that I can see us getting out of our hole. And she loaned me the money. And I went and I talked to 3 friends. And I immediately was able to, that's like the typical MLM joke. My husband just laughed because I talked to 3 friends. I get 3 friends. Okay, but for real, that's what it takes to cover your cost. And my cost was covered and I paid my mom back in a week, okay? So we're paid weekly. That's why it took me a week to pay her back. So it doesn't take like selling to 1,000 people this challenge pack to actually make a decent income. Our goal from the very beginning, you guys, is for you to help 3 new people a month. That will mean nothing. This will never cost you anything, okay? You will never have to pay for your product if you help 3 new people a month. On top of that, there's extra perks that the business gives you. You'll get free customers when you help 3 to 5 people a month. Those free customers you make commission on, and you've never met them in your life. They ordered off of infomercials and through radios and through just going to beachbody.com. They attach those customers to us coaches who help 3 to 5 coaches a month, and you make commission on their orders. So from day one, you guys, I have never paid for my product because my goal, non-negotiable, was to never pay for a dime of anything. Okay, so this isn't something that's going to suck you dry. If you do what we tell you to, you will have success and never have to pay for your product. If you drag your feet, if you don't think we know what we're talking about, you're going to have a different story than I did. But I trusted my coach and I did what she said, and we've never paid a dime for anything. Okay, so 25% commission is the base retail. That is where you earn the bulk of your money as you start. But the residual income that comes over time, which is where that income I was telling you about last month, it came from having a team underneath me. And that's where people are like, oh, MLM scam, you got to recruit people. You guys, every organization, A, is designed like a pyramid. Okay, should we just get that out there? And guess who makes the most money? The CEO at the top. Guess how it works in this? You don't have to be at the top to make a lot of money. You could actually make more than your sponsor coach. That is not an organization that I've seen in the corporate world. Okay, that's not how it is. So this is actually not all weird like people think. You have the opportunity to make as much or as little as you want, but the residual income does come from having a team underneath you. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But the best part about this business, you guys, I should have you guys, how many of you guys were customers first that are coaches on this call? How many were customers before you became a coach? Okay, so if you guys can scroll through, you'll see quite a few of us were not coaches. How many of you raising your hand said, I would never be a coach? Okay, did you guys see that? What happens? They get into the business or get into as a customer, they naturally have results. And how many of you have said to someone, oh my gosh, you look amazing. What are you doing? I've done that several times in my life. So naturally what happens is people have results. They're happier, they're healthier, and people are like, what are you doing? And it naturally progresses into them becoming a coach. So we do invite people to coaching. You'll see our posts that some of you are probably on here because we've talked about coaching. I became a coach straight away, but a lot of people come from being customers first. And that's the best way to go for a solid testimony, okay? Because they already know the products work. So building a team honestly just comes around helping people. The more people you help, the more people they're going to help. And as they help people, your residual income grows, okay? So there's other bonuses you get along the way as you grow a team. That's where it becomes Chinese. Just know that the more people you help, the more money you make, the more your team grows and all of that awesome stuff. On top of that, they have quarterly bonuses for certain ranks. And these quarterly bonuses, you guys, when I saw them, I was like, I'm done. I am going for my first goal when I first started was what's called a 5-star. And just to like break it down simply, there's certain ranks in our business, okay? Diamond is the top rank that you can get by yourself. Beyond Diamond requires a team effort. So when you hear like 1-star, 2-star, that just means that person has a coach who is Diamond themselves. So Ashley is one of my coaches. Suzanne is one of my coaches. I have several other coaches on here. They're diamonds. And for each diamond I personally sponsored, I get a star for. So when we say I'm a 10-star, I have 10 coaches who are diamonds. Does that kind of make sense? Yes, you don't need to understand what diamond means, but it kind of makes sense, right? Okay, so you get to these certain ranks and you get a bonus. And how they do it is they take 2% of all of the sales for the quarter, the volume, and they divide 0.5% for 2 stars, half for 5, half for 10, half for 15. And if you are that rank for 6 weeks of the quarter, you get a piece of that pie. And as a 2-star, the bonus is about $800 to $1,000 a quarter. So you would get that 4 times a year. As a 5-star, it's about $3,500 to $4,500 a quarter. So that's another 12 to 15, 16,000. As a 10-star, my bonus in April when we got paid was almost $24,000, you guys. In one paycheck, they stick it in your bank account. There's no weird, quarterly. There's no weird, like you lose it, have to pay it back, weird crap. Literally goes in your bank account. You get that money. As a 15-star, this this money seems like play. It's like Monopoly. I swear. It's a $50,000 to $75,000 bonus every quarter. Every quarter. My coach is a double 15-star. So she gets that bonus twice every quarter. Okay. So that is on top of retail. That is on top of your other team cycle bonuses. So the income potential, you guys, is insane. Just trust that you can do whatever you want with this business. Okay. And it's legit. My favorite is when people tell me it's a scam. I'm like, oh my gosh, how have I been getting paid for 3.5 years? Oh, thank you for telling me it's a scam. I never would have known. Okay, so that's how you earn. How to get started. You guys, this is my favorite thing. It doesn't cost thousands and thousands of dollars, although sometimes I wish it does because I think people would actually take it more seriously. This is a business, but you will not get the business income. You will not get the business part of it if you don't treat it like a business. And what we mean by that is if you owned a storefront property, would you go and get the store and pay for the lease on that store? Would you pay for the land? Would you pay for your merchandise and then walk away after the first month? H to the no, you wouldn't, because you'd be freaking deep in the red. But for some reason, we walk away from something that doesn't cost a lot. So sometimes I wish it costs a lot more because I think people would take this business opportunity more seriously. The cost to become a coach is actually the same cost as it is as a customer. You don't pay any more to become a coach. You buy a challenge pack, which means you get the workouts, you get the nutrition plan, you get the shake. You're literally using everything that it takes to become a coach. You're not having to pay extra just for the title. So you buy a challenge pack, it's free to become a coach. If you've already purchased a challenge pack as a customer, there's a $40 sign-up fee, $40, you guys. And it's reimbursed because you want to become a coach. They'll say, okay, pay the $40 fee, fill out this form that you decided to become a coach, and you get that $40 back on your card within 1 to 2 days. It is not expensive. It's insane. So depending on the packs that you buy, we have challenge packs. The base one that will give you the workouts and stuff is $160 up to like $400, depending on what kit you want, how much products you want. The higher the price, the more you get, more bang for your buck. Essentially, you get a bigger discount. So you purchase a challenge pack, that's your cost. There is a $15 a month website fee. It's like $15.95 plus tax. So it's like $17-ish usually, depending on how the tax in your state. That covers shipping, customer service, returns, all of that, our website. We do not stock any product, which, trust me, I would suck at this business if I had to ship product, okay? We don't do any of that. We give them a website that they gave to us, and they ship the product out. They deal with returns. They deal with customer service. We literally don't touch any of that. Best $15 you could ever spend in your life. I know that like just having a website, you're going to spend more than that anyway. So best $15 ever. You get a 25% discount. So even with that fee, drinking Shakeology, you save $20 to $25 a month. That's why we have customers who sign up as coaches, what we call discount coaches, because they're saving money every single month doing nothing. My parents, my in-laws, grandparents are doing this as a coach. So they save money every single month. So being a coach literally saves you money every single month. It doesn't cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? So like Ashley said, I want to close with this and then we can do Q&A. We always try to make this short, you guys, and there's just like no way to condense this into like a half hour. We really, really tried. But we want you guys to have all the information so you feel like you know what you're doing. We don't want you to go into this and feel like, oh my gosh, you totally blindsided me. So ask your questions now. But what I want to say before this is, you guys, this really is a business. And a lot of people come into this and they treat it like a hobby. They decide to do the business activities 1 day a week. They decide they're going to take their health journey seriously 1 day or 2 days or 3 days a week. They go MIA, and then they're frustrated that they're not earning a business income. You're not going to earn a business income if you don't treat it like a business. So when you see the income progressions and you see the varying differences, it depends on the coach and their seriousness, how intense they're working, how intentional they're working, and where their vision is with this. My vision from the beginning, guys, was to change my family's life. And we are doing that. It has completely transformed our life in ways that we can't even describe, but that wouldn't have happened if I just treated it like a hobby. And it's fine if you want to treat it like a hobby, but don't be pissed when you get a hobby income from putting in a hobby time. Okay? If you do the business activities every day, you show up and you do what's required, you will have a business income. If you do the business activities and you magnify them and do them double, I've always worked about 2 to 3 hours a day from the very beginning. I didn't just do 1 hour. And my income, you guys, grew from the very beginning. By the end of my first year, I had made almost $30,000, which blew my friggin' mind because I watched my niece for daycare and I earned $6,000 working 40 hours a week. So the potential is there. It's all up to you. And that's, did I emphasize that enough, Ashley? Okay, so questions. Let's see. Are there quotas each month? No, just the business fee is the only thing that's required to be paid to earn commission. However, like Ashley said, it's really hard to be a successful coach. I've yet to know one who is not using the product monthly, at least some sort of the product every single month. Shakeology is kind of a given. I don't know any coach that's successful that's not doing that. So just that's one of those business activities. It's an investment that you literally drink, you guys. This isn't an investment that doesn't go anywhere. You literally drink it. Were there any other questions, you guys? Like, you can unmute yourselves. You can type them. Speak now. And yeah, like Ashley said, we have goals, and that's the help 3 to 5 people a month and you get free customers. How do you sign people up? The same way we sign you up. So you're here for a reason. We help you get a challenge pack. Challenge packs are always the answer because I have yet to find someone who's successful just buying the workouts, because we have a very skewed perception in our culture that working out is where you lose weight. You guys, it is not. It is like 90 to 100% nutrition. Workouts change the shape of your body. They do not get rid of fat like people think. So people who just purchase the workouts, I've never had anybody successfully get to their goals. And then people who do the nutrition, typically their body shape, they want shapes, the workouts, and then once again, Shakeology. That is something that makes a huge difference. I've paid for a nutritionist before, you guys, and I paid more than double what it costs to sign up as a coach, and I got 10 sessions with him. 10. Okay. The price to get everything is insane to me. But I have pictures of when I just did the nutrition versus the workouts, and my body shape is totally different. Shakeology is something that people don't understand as far as helping with cravings and energy and all that stuff. Like I said, I went to a nutritionist, and those sugar cravings were hell. Like, I wanted to die the first couple weeks. So there's the challenge pack gives them everything. You basically get Shakeology for like $10. It's insane. And you can't eat 30 meals for less than $10. So they literally lose money when they don't buy a challenge pack. When Prego can you drink? Oh wait, hold on. I'm missing questions. Let me roll up. How do you earn the trips? You help 5 people a month and your trip is completely paid for. There is a certain month of the year that it's double points, so you don't necessarily need to help 5 people that month. But yeah, I don't think any of our coaches had to pay anything, right? That went on the trip this year. I think everybody's was 100% paid for. But even then, you guys, it's like $1,200 and you get to take a spouse. So even if you guys, I burp when I'm pregnant. I'm sorry. Even if you have to pay some of the payment because you start halfway through the year, A, you still have time to completely earn it. B, it's friggin' cheap still. And it's like 5-star resort, you guys, all inclusive. Every time I talk about becoming a coach, I have people roll their eyes and give me this. Seriously, you're going to become one of them? How do you overcome that? You prove them wrong. Like, honestly, when people are like, I have people at my husband's work that will be like, is your wife seriously making money with her scam? We're like, well, is my husband actually making money at his job? That's the real question. Like, it doesn't matter. Why do we care what they think? Is it a scam? It's not. Can you make money? Absolutely. And why does their opinion matter? Their opinion does not change my reality. That's one of my favorite quotes. Came to my brain one time. I swear it was divine intervention because it's the truth. Whenever I would get offended by someone's opinion, I remember their opinion doesn't change my reality. Their opinion does not change my experience. It doesn't matter. Person personal development is going to help a ton with that. And then honestly, jumping in and doing the vitals, it's going to change your life. And you're not going to care what those naysayers say because they're just negative. And you're going to want to be like, peace out. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I'm going over here.
Well, and you never know if they'll end up joining you. I was totally that person. I thought Jalen, I remember being like, oh, somebody got her. Now she's going to turn into that person. And it all.
And you turned into that person.
Exactly. I turned into that person. So it's all about when, like she said, you don't care what they think. You're so focused on your growth and where this is taking you that you stop caring what they think.
Yep. Explain what you were just talking about, the part about people you don't know signing up under you. When you help 3 to 5 people a month, Beachbody takes those customers who purchase through infomercials or beachbody.com or radio station infomercial stuff, and they attach them to coaches who have helped 3 to 5 people a month. So sometimes you get coaches that randomly sign up. You have to be diamond for that. But you get customers at any rank. And honestly, a lot of them buy on auto shipment. So I have customers I've never met. I've had customers I've never met that become coaches, you guys, because of just getting in contact with them. So we help you with all that too. Sometimes they don't respond, whatever, you're still making commission off of them, and it kind of compounds. So if you help 3 to 5 people every single month, you get new customers every single month. Plus you have previous customers still ordering. So like in January, Ashley made like $700 on these customers, you guys, because of the compound effect. So that's how that works. When Prego can you drink the shakes? We always recommend you talk to your doctor because we're clearly not a doctor. This is a supplement, so it is not FDA approved. But you guys, it's made with whole foods. I personally drink it. My midwife freaking loves it because it is whole foods. There's no artificial fillers, flavors, soy. It literally is whole foods. Like you could literally eat these ingredients individually. So I do, but we always recommend you talk to your doctor. A lot of my coaches drink it. Honestly, like it is worse. Regularity. I have never, ever, ever been regular pregnant, you guys, ever. And I don't think I've ever missed a day of pooping while pregnant. Too much info, but I don't care because it's the truth. Every pregnant person will tell you that's a hard part about pregnancy, and I've not had to deal with that. Does the 2B Mindset Bot and Shakeology pack? Yep, any challenge pack. So if it says challenge pack, it counts. Okay, so how do you train your coaches? Will you support us along the way? Abso-freaking-lutely. We are here as a team. What we do is we add you to a team page. That's where the trainings are. That is where we post information. We also have message threads that we add you to, and we literally will tell you what kind of post to post every day. We aren't like, say this and script crap out. We just say, hey, today you need to share about your journey. Talk about whatever, some part of your working out. The next day we'll say, hey, this is a lifestyle post. Share a story about who you are. So we literally, you guys, will walk you through everything. We have a marketing calendar, which helps you know what you're advertising for. Like we have the sneak peek. Obviously, we posted about that sneak peek. So we have challenge group dates, and like we literally like hand it to you on a silver platter, and it's up to you whether you follow along, whether you do it, whether you implement it. But you just plug your coaches in to the same stuff when you sign up coaches. So it's a team effort, and it's the best thing ever. So everybody you see on this call, they're in our message threads. So it's awesome because if you have a question and I'm not immediately available and I'm your coach, we've got Ashley and Suzanne and Jessica and all of these other leaders and even coaches like you who have been in it for a while. Hold up. Who have been in it for a while. They can jump in and say, hey, here's the answer to your question. So it helps everybody get the support they need in a more timely fashion. And then we're not attached to our phones 24/7 because there's other people who can pick up when we're not on. So it really is a team effort, you guys. And like, I just can't explain the team bond. Like true best friends because we're all working together to be better. Our job is to become a better person. And that is like a very different environment than I've ever been in. I literally graduated high school early because I hated it. And this is the exact opposite. If you're already a discount coach, how do you get access to 2B Mindset and Lift 4? Is that what it's called? So you become a product of those products. So you would actually just purchase those through your coach account. You'd log into teambeachbody.com, click on shop, purchase them, you get them at the discount. Okay. So there are coach challenge packs you can buy for Lift 4 which is awesome. So that's another thing that they're doing is they're giving us a chance as coaches to get stuff even more discounted than 25% for these product launches. So I highly recommend you buy one of the Lift for Coach challenge packs because it saves you like an insane amount of money because you're not just getting the 25% discount, you're getting the challenge pack discount on top of that. I saw your husband does it with you. How did you get him to do that? I need that support to help me. He says he hates it and doesn't work out. Okay, so Ashley's going to have, I think she's going to do a video with her husband. Okay, question. My husband's sitting right here. Do we want him to do it now or do you guys want me to go live tomorrow? Someone tell me what to do because we can go live if you're like, get off this call. I'm ready to be done. Do it now? Hey, babe, we need you. He's got his earphones on. He's working and he's not listening to me. Babe.
What?
We need you.
For what?
Your little spiel. He loves this. This is his favorite.
I'm kind of pissed because this thing's not working.
Oh no. Something's not working that he's trying to work on. That's never
It's
good.
the sound. Every time I get on here, the sound doesn't.
He's editing a freaking hilarious video, you guys. If you're a coach, you're going to see it a Super Saturday and you're going to friggin' die. It's funny. Anyway, I didn't say anything. I just said it was funny. Okay, so my husband supported me. Okay, he didn't necessarily like support the business, and we'll talk about that. Everybody's husbands are a little different. I will say this. If you want your husband to be supportive, you need to prove it to him that it's worth it. And if you drag your feet and you're inconsistent and you're not making money, let's be honest, money talks. I don't know any husband who is not supportive when their wife starts bringing in income. Okay, babe, come here. Okay, so I'm going to ask him some basic questions. We'll hurry and get this out of the way. I swear, every time we're like, we're going to make this short and sweet. Okay, this is my husband, Greg.
Hello.
He used P90X and Insanity before I ever became a coach. So he actually used the products. I didn't. And then when I decided I wanted to become a coach, like I said, we had no money. Like when I say we had no money, you guys, like my mom was giving us $300 a month to help us pay bills. So this is not like, we're not sugarcoating no money. Like we legit had no money. So when I told him I wanted to be a coach, what was your reaction?
I was like, great, another MLM. But she was excited about it. So I was like, all right, go for it. Just make it happen.
That's like always the saying, like, fine, just make it happen, which meant I couldn't make it cost us any money because we literally couldn't afford that. And so I knew I had to take it seriously. He was very skeptical because it's an MLM. Like his family.
We're all very anti-MLMs.
Not just anti, like his family still doesn't really even, they won't even bring it up, you guys. Still, even though we're having success because they're so anti. It's cool, whatever. Our life is awesome. So very anti, but he supported me, which meant I needed to prove to him that it was worth it. So I need you guys to understand that right there. It's on you to make it worth it. It is not him who needs to support you. You need to show him that it's worth it.
Yeah, if you just go all in and do what these ladies are telling you and teaching you to do, you'll have success. Like everyone who, as Mike is always saying, everyone who does their crap has success. So just do what they're training you to do, and it'll work out. It's not easy. It's not going to be a cinch. You're going to have to work, but.
And I think that's where I think people get misguided is that, you guys, this is the best thing ever, but it is challenging. Changing yourself is not comfortable. But do we ever get satisfaction on something that's easy? We're always dang freaking proud when we did something that was hard. And this will be challenging. It's going to challenge you mentally. This business is mental, you guys. No one physically holds you down and like doesn't let you do your workout or drink your shake or do your power hour. It's mental. It's all in your head and it's overcoming those limiting beliefs. So he started out supporting me. And then when did it really turn around for you and you were like, holy crap, this is actually legit?
It was when you were listening to some trainings from your coach and her success partner, and they what really caught my attention was when Micah, your coach, told you how to help people cancel. And when she said that, I was like, whoa, that's really weird, because
That's not what
normal.
MLMs do.
Yeah.
They trap you for life. Like,
But she's like, no, if you're not, and Ashley and Jalen, I think I've heard you say it already, is if these people are not in it for the long haul, then you don't really want them on your team anyways. So yeah, I thought that was impressive to me, that you're not trapped. They're not going to try to trap you in here. Just, yeah, it's, if you want to be on the team, then they'll give you all the tools.
and it's up to you to use those tools. And then you went with me to our coach convention. I went my first year by myself. Once again, he was like, make it happen, because we didn't have money. I was starting to make some income. And by the time we went to Summit, we were making a pretty good income, and it didn't cost me a penny out of pocket to go. And so he went with me the next year. And what was your experience there?
It was amazing to me. I thought it was really interesting. The CEO and all the corporate guys from the company talk, and they're very motivational and stuff. But what really jumped out to me that I noticed is not once did they ever talk about about how you can sell the product or how you can do all those things. It was 100% how you can help yourself, and that everyone needs to concentrate on their own journey. And then, it was nothing about money. They never once talked about money.
And I've been to 4 summits now, and not once has there ever been a sales talk. You need to sell more. This is how you sell more. It's not that at all. It's very personal development based, very much you grow, and that is what inspires other people. They're very passionate about the mission of the company, which is to help others live happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives, and to help them reach their goals. Something like that. Okay, I totally butchered it. But basically, that is our job, is to help people live healthy, happy, fulfilling lives. Not once did they say, sell them a product and walk away. It was to help them reach their goals. And that's not just with the products we use. That is in life. And that's what coaching does. What is the advice you would give to the women? And then what's the advice you would say to the husbands?
To the women, I would say some of your husbands are probably skeptical, maybe all of them, I don't know. But go in there and go all in. Do the workouts, do the meal plan, do personal development, do all those things. And so you'll see a change in your life, and the husbands will automatically start supporting you. And honestly, especially when the cash flow starts to come in, guys are not going to say, no, you can't bring in money.
Stop bringing in money. So that really is like, make it worth it to them. And the best way you can do that is with consistency. Okay.
Yeah, be consistent. Get in there, and
inconsistency will kill any momentum you ever have. So jump in for the long haul. And I will say, do not be in this for a month. Don't give this 2 months. Don't give this 3 months. Don't even give this a year. You need to give yourself 5 years. And if you're like, oh, you're not in the right company. If you're already panicking at the thought of doing this for 5 years, not for you. And the reason I say that,
it's crazy. Look, all you're doing is you're going to work on you for 5 years. Like that, you should be doing that anyway, right? Like, I think.
Well, and I would be doing this. I would try to do this without the business. Like, and I would just not get paid.
It gives you the tools. Yeah. It gives you the tools to do all those things. And then you have a team of support all the way through it. So whether it be weight loss journey, or whether it be, you just want to become a more positive or better person mentally, then all the tools are here.
Yeah. So you guys, when I say 5 years, the reason I say that is I don't know a single coach who has done this for 5 years that is not just absolutely crushing it. Coaches who are consistent, not the coaches who dabble, not the hobby coaches, the coaches who are like, I'm going to change my life. It doesn't even take 5 years, you guys. I'm in it 3 years, and it legit still blows our mind. Like, we're like, how is this real? Tell them what you were saying the other day, like about the secret. What you're always thinking at work. Oh, this is like the secret.
Oh, it's funny because it's so simple, really, when it comes down to it. I mean, it takes dedication and work and consistency, like we talked about, but it's really the secret. It's just a big secret that everyone wants to label and as a negative MLM or a scam. We hear that all the time, but it really is a secret to have freedom, like whether financial freedom or family time or personal time or time with your spouse. Like it's a secret, and people make fun of us, and I just feel bad for those people because it's really changed our lives. It's awesome. So
we basically use all of the trips as our couples getaway. So we get like 3 to 4 couple trips every single year by ourselves, which we literally hadn't been alone for 8 years, hadn't spent a night away from our kids for 8 years. And then Beachbody came along, and every year we get 3 to 4 trips without kids. It's freaking awesome, not to mention the income. And like you said, we're in the middle of the freaking Bahamas, and I can work my business. He's got to take freaking time off, and he's limited to the amount of days he can take off. We're like, peace out. We're going to go work here today. So it really is like the secret. Advice to the husbands. And then we'll be done with that.
Husbands, I'd say support your wives. Go, like, if they want to improve their lives. They want to improve their body. Like, you really want to stop them on that. They want to improve them mentally. I'm like, I mean, I don't totally agree with this, but there's a stereotype when guys get together that women are all crazy. Like, if women are truly all crazy, this is their chance to undo that through personal development and feeling better about themselves and stuff. So why not let them run with it? And so
Am I the same person I was when we signed up?
No way.
Did you like that answer? Was that a little authentic? No way. So it's
not that
true.
she was bad.
Oh, it was pretty bad.
But
Guys. Now he's trying to be nice.
Definitely different.
Yes, the honesty. Okay, so that's our perspective, you guys. He didn't support the business. He didn't see the potential in the business. He supported me, and I proved the business to him. Okay? You're excused.
All right.
Thanks, babe.
Bye. Good luck, ladies.
Okay. It's true. Okay, I'm trying to scroll really quickly. We're going to have this recorded. He can watch it. So we're going to post this in the group, you guys. But yeah, have your husbands message my husband or message me, and I can chat with my husband, and we'll chat back with you guys. But you guys, it's provided an avenue for us that we never, ever would have had. And if you know more of our story, I'll go live tomorrow and talk about it. You'll see what I mean by this has changed our lives in ways that we never expected. So I think that's it. Didn't we get all the questions answered? We did that in an hour and a half, you guys.
We haven't talked about how much if they haven't bought a challenge pack yet.
How much it what? How much it costs? Oh shoot. Is she frozen or am I frozen? I'm not frozen. She's frozen?
She's frozen.
Okay. The cost of the challenge pack varies between $160 to $400 depending on whatever. If you're going to take advantage of the Lift 4 launch, it's going to be $170. Okay, that's the base kit for Lift 4, and it's $10 more than the regular one, and you get bands, resistance bands, so it's actually not costing you anything more because you'd have to buy those anyway. Is that what you were saying, Ash? We didn't. Okay, yeah. So talk to your coach who put you in here. You guys, last thing, if you are feeling at all like that, just do it. Just do it. But then you have those big scary monsters in your head telling you, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't listen to them. Okay. One thing I've learned, especially going to these summit things, is I get a spiritual confirmation every time we are there. And Satan does not duplicate those confirmations. Okay. I'm religious. If you're not religious, the universe, whatever you want to call it, you do not get peace. You do not get encouragement from negative energy. Okay. So if you have that nudge at all, that negative is going to try and outweigh it. And trust me, you will kick yourself if you do what I did and you waited 18 months because we could be like light years ahead of where we are. So just listen to that little voice and we're going to work to get those mini monsters out of your head. Okay? Okay. You guys are awesome. We'll post the recording. You guys can rewatch it. Get in contact with your coach. If you don't get in contact with them, they will follow up to see what you thought, see if you have any questions. Don't ghost them. Don't go MIA. Tell them honestly what you're thinking, and that's okay, because we need to know where you are. And if you're like, have some fears, let's chat about those fears some more. If you're like, totally not okay with this, it's okay. You do you, okay? But if you're like, I want to do this, talk to your coach. Let's do this. Rock it out. Get you guys going, change your life, okay? Okay, you guys are awesome. See ya.